Continuing coverage tonight as Wilson County's Wastewater Authority takes the first step toward replacing the company it has been using to deal with sewage issues. Now this after the current provider is fined for state violations, fueling homeowners' frustrations. Fox 17 News' Madeline Nolan's been following this story, and she's live now with more on what has changed.
Yes, Scott, this is a shift in how the county handles its wastewater, opening up the door for a second provider to come in as residents continue to question whether the current system can keep up.
Wilson County's Water and Wastewater Authority is moving to add a second master service provider for the first time in more than 2 decades. The board voted last week to move forward with a request for qualifications, seeking an additional company to operate alongside its longtime provider, Adenus Solutions.
So it's our job to make sure that gets corrected.
The move follows a year of public criticism after multiple wastewater systems in the county were flagged by the state. The Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation ordered the authority to pay at least $165,000 in penalties, with Adenus responsible for covering those costs.
I see no plan, realistically, for correcting the problems that are already here.
Ben King says residents are frustrated not just by the fines, but by what they see as a lack of clear direction.
If y'all can't come up with a plan, I suggest you step down and find somebody who can.
The authority's attorney, Elliot Benson, says the request for qualifications would not replace Adenus, but would allow other companies to operate under the same structure.
So the arrangement with Adenus is not exclusive. If another company were out there and willing to accept the same responsibilities, they could be another option.
Adenus has operated wastewater systems in Wilson County since 2001 under a contract that has no set end date. Authority leaders confirm that any new provider brought in through this process would also operate under a perpetual agreement.
The board also voted to enter contract negotiations with the current provider, Adenus, and those would be on contract adjustments. Of course, we do know that any changes would have to be approved by the full board. Reporting live here from the state capitol, I'm Madeline Nolan, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.